I'm not going to go political,
No.
but I am curious.
Okay.
I'm not going to go political, but I think the 25% auto tariffs were in play as of yesterday, and it's causing some volatility across markets, but in particular in autos. General Motors down like 6.5%.
Sure.
Ford down 3%, something like this.
I'm looking at it.
I'm curious, when is the right time? How do you know when do you switch from being defensive or this is crazy or this doesn't make any sense? When do you switch from that mode to the opportunist? When does Tom Sosnoff look at General Motors at 47, or 30 or whatever the ultimate price is going to be, and turn into an opportunist?
You could buy Ford here at $10, I think, but to me, this tariff is just a game, and it has no real meaning. This is just Trump trying to play. He's trying to play mind games with, like, he has this incredible power. There's this something in his brain that requires that he controls. There's some powerful thing, and there's somebody in his ear telling him he's not smart enough to pull anything like this off in an intelligent way. So I just think this is just like him, just a power play. And I think it's incredibly stupid because it really destroys, like if you're Ford or General Motors and you're any automobile company, you're any big manufacturer anywhere in the world, it's just mind games. That's all it is. It's just a joke. It's just like, it's just a stupid, like, I can't even, it bothers me so much because I hate games more than anything else. Like, I hate people that play games because they think they can move markets. Like they're good poker players when they're the worst ever. Like, that bothers me. And there's a beauty to free markets, and they shouldn't be gamed by the executive branch, period. And that's all this is. And it just bothers me that this is news, because it shouldn't be. It's a waste of what our energy should be focusing on. It doesn't make the world a better place, Vic. It doesn't make the world better. And that's the problem. People should be focusing on making the world a better place, making the economy stronger for everybody, making the world a better place, working together. And it's the exact opposite. It's going backwards. It's going backwards into the days of just the idiocy of trade wars, and to intentionally start them makes no sense whatsoever. Zero.
Can I give this? Why do you think?
I give this zero stars.
The April 2nd sort of date. Are you in any way surprised? Like, when I look at the vol term structure around April 2nd, it sort of seems like there's no real event risk priced into April 2nd.
Of course there's not.
To me,
think about it.
That's where I'm going. To me, this makes sense why there isn't an actual binary event risk on April 2nd.
Of course.
I can explain why I think that's the case. You go ahead, lay it out why you don't think there. It makes perfect sense to me that there isn't actual binary event risk priced.
There is no binary event risk. A, because he won't stick to this, and B, because the world, including investors, have already discounted his importance down to virtually zero. He's lost all credibility with the street, so nobody cares anymore. It's already off the table. Nobody cares. You blew your credibility in 60 days. That's what he did.
Yeah, I think from my point of view, there's a very low probability that April 2nd becomes like this vol damping date. There's this great saying that, like, knowledge is vol damping. And I think what happens on April 2nd is you get a little bit of information and then you get a new date. If that's the case, why would you price in this big binary event risk when you know the most likely outcome is a little piece of information and a new date to string along and have a new conversation? I think that's the most likely outcome, and I think all the poker players in the marketplace probably see it the exact same way, Tom.
You are 100% correct, because you know what? Nothing is smarter than the flow of hundreds of billions or trillions of dollars of capital. Nothing is smarter. And the money is telling you the story. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else to it. Like, you can read these headlines till you're blue in the face. Nobody cares. Nobody gives an F. Nobody
Can
cares.
I ask you? I've sort of made this theory. I don't think it really matters, but I've had this theory out there that I think from a negotiating point of view, it probably helps to advance discussions if you can time box it. So at some level, the administration or whoever thinks that by having a date or a deadline, you can sort of advance a negotiation or discussion. And I think that's why we have these dates. I think that's why we're going to keep getting these dates. It's to try to put some sort of urgency on a discussion or box people in for these discussions. Do you think there's what do you think about that theory, that the idea that the reason we keep getting these dates
you're giving a bunch
is for negotiation?
You're giving a bunch of knuckle draggers a lot more credit than they deserve. This is pure stupidity playing out in real time, and don't give them any more credit. This is the Howard Lutnicks of the world trying to flex, and it's so ridiculous. And none of it. The market's telling you it's a joke. The market is flat out telling you it is an absolute joke. The market is not buying one bit of this. It's not buying one bit. And the market's smart. It's a joke. We got to stop. The world needs to focus on other things. Okay? This is not the place we want the world focusing on. It's embarrassing.
So, you once told me I had to make a choice. I had to make a choice between being a humanitarian and being an opportunist. And you said that in periods of chaos, you have to just care about the opportunity that chaos brings. And I wonder, is that the mindset that you have right now? You see these wide distributions, you see these dislocations and the chaos that's sort of playing itself out in geopolitics and everything else. Are you sort of excited about the dislocations it brings, or are you concerned about the humanity and the potential pain that the chaos will bring? Which side of this coin are you on as Tom Sosnoff, the capitalist and opportunist?
That's really interesting. It's funny because I'm always an opportunist. Like I feel like that's as a trader, that's been my role. As an entrepreneur, I'm an opportunist. As a trader, I'm an opportunist. I've never been different in 45 years. But I feel as I get older, there's a humanitarian side to me that there's I have the, good angel, bad angel type thing. And I feel like, we need to be more vocal. And we need to say things, we need to do things. See it, say it. And I think that, what we're witnessing right now is actually the exact opposite of that. And it really bothers me. I don't think I ever understood it before, the whole see it, say it, do something. And I think now more than ever, see it, say it, do something about it. That doesn't mean you can't be an opportunist at the same time. I'm an opportunist, but see it, say it, do something about it. Absolutely.
See it, say it, do something about it. Good words to go out on, Tom. Appreciate it.